So, Paul, why did you accept the invitation to attend this meeting here at Bellagio?
Well, I think have been working in the university for so long, I would like to learn about what the others are doing in this world regarding food safety, and perhaps I hope that I can participate in the process of making safer food and creating food security for the others in the world as well.
Did you have any idea of what to expect coming here to Bellagio?
Well, I didn't expect anything actually. I think I think coming to meet with people from several countries is already interesting to me, and I hope I can learn from them, and I hope I can contribute something to the organizer of the meeting, to the purpose of this meeting.
How do you think the first day went yesterday?
Well, yesterday went very well. I listened to several interesting ideas from several countries. I think what everybody brought to the table was very interesting, and that experience, I think first-hand experience is always very interesting, because you get a feeling for the people that experience it directly.
If you had to choose one thing out of the day's discussions yesterday, what is that one thing which stuck with you?
I think it is amazing to me that people from different cultures, speaking different language, convene in a room and we communicate to each other very well. And I think we create a mutual understanding of the topics that we are discussing, and it leads to a conclusion that we can work on today.
Okay. And as you mentioned today, what about today's discussion? What do you think came with that?
Today, in the morning, we separate into small groups, and I think the dynamic in my groups that I am in is very good, because everybody participate in the discussion actively, and we all share idea. And as it turns out, actually, the conclusion of the three groups seems to be going in the same direction. So I think we all have sort of mutual understanding, or we are working towards the same goals.
Okay. And you mentioned breaking up into smaller groups. What exactly did we discuss in those smaller groups?
This morning we discussed the competencies, the leadership competency necessary to create a food security in the world. So in our group, we finally come down with 6 main buckets, or 6 main competence. This afternoon we come back into a larger group, and we reflect on those conclusions that we reached in the morning, and some of us went off to do a synthesis, I think summary of all the ideas that each group come up with in the morning, and the rest of us actually were working on the mode of developing this competence. Again, it is very interesting, because we share a lot of ideas from first-hand experience of the participants.
Okay. And we have one more day left for the conference. What do you think we'll be able to gain or put together at the end of that day?
Well, I think the objective is to come up with a strategy to develop competencies, and the final one is to come up with a way to evaluate what we have done so far. I think we should be able to reach those goals by tomorrow, because everybody is enthusiastic and actively participating in all the discussion, and I think we have a lot of ideas that can be concluded tomorrow.
Okay. And one of the plans of the meeting is to sort of come up with an evaluation, sort of a long-term evaluation. So if we actually come up with an actionable plan and we implement it, we'd like to evaluate how effective that plan is. So how possible, or what ideas do you have about that?
Well, I think evaluation has a lot to do with, first of all, you may have to select the parameters that we will be monitoring in order to come up with a conclusion whether our programs work or not. And then the evaluation process should be continuous, because the effect may not occur suddenly. It probably takes some time for us to see the effect.